I'm very excited to introduce Dr. Kanikeshwaran for you guys. Dr. Kanikeshwaran is an extraordinary visionary musician. He's a composer, a writer, and a music educator. And usually he's been called, or he was usually known as, the magical musician from Madras. Let's meet it with pride. Sir, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
How are you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
This is your how many years of dream project?
Well, I've been doing projects like this for the last 25 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand you're basically an engineer. So
I
how
graduated
did you,
from IIT Madras. Yeah.
So how did you develop this passion, or how did you develop this concept of combining the Indian Carnatic music and as well Western music?
Well, when I was in IIT itself, I used to be part of bands and things like that. And then I learned Carnatic music when I was young. But after coming to this country, when I saw Western classical concerts and choir performances, the idea occurred to me that we should try to blend arrangements with ragas and with Sanskrit words. And over the years, it took various shapes. And it was about 15 years ago that I wrote this massive production called Shanti, A Journey of Peace. Until that point in time, we were only doing stuff in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I live with my family. And then in 2006, one of my friends invited me to do a similar thing in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And that was just the beginning. And from then on, many friends have been inviting me. But the thing about what we do is that wherever we go, we work with the local people to build a choir and to build an orchestra, work with local orchestras, local dancers and all that. And that's how we're able to generate the kind of energy that you saw on stage. So
There was a lot of emotional experience, and there was lots of energy as well. So how do you make it happen? Because like there's almost 100 people perform today. So how do you bring them together?
See, the strength of the project itself attracts people. So that's the beauty about choral singing. So we invite people who can sing and who have had training, who can support other people. And then the music itself attracts people, and people come. And then once they start working, and given the fact that this has happened in other places, people have seen videos now, so there's more interest in communities to actually participate in it. And so Krishna, the story of Krishna cannot be told simply. It has to be told in a grand manner. And I didn't want to make it very, but see, normally when you go to see a performance of Krishna, it's all about Puranas and things like that. But I wanted to say something more that is actually, how is the concept of Krishna relevant to all of us? And so working on that, I was able to kind of network different languages and different cultures and things like that. And that is what attracted so many people to become part of it. So basically, the word Krishna itself means akarshan, the power to attract. So I think that, yeah, he's a divine musician. So I think just the title and just the joy of the whole thing attracted people and made it happen.
Is this your first stage for Krishna?
This is the second one. We performed Krishna in Tampa, Florida in 2017. And then this is the second one. Yeah.
Right. So where is your next stage?
Next stage for Krishna, I don't know. I hope that there's enough interest here that we can do it again during Janmashtami.
What was your motivation to do Shanti, the journey of peace, or?
Shanti, A Journey of Peace is a very powerful production. So I wanted to tell the story of the Indian civilization, 5,000 years of India, on a very big canvas. I think Krishna is big, Shanti is huge, because it was like 250 people on stage. It is always fun to work with musicians, and it's always fun to work with musical groups. I worked with some very fantastic. I worked with Lakshmi Shankar, who was the sister-in-law of Ravi Shankar. I met Ravi Shankar, and that was an experience I'll never forget. And in that league, I worked with the Gundecha brothers on the Drupad front. Now collaborate with the Cincinnati Chamber Orchestra. So there's a lot of people, and with each person, the experience is different. For instance, once when we did something with a symphony orchestra in Europe, the Netherlands, that was something. So totally different. So.
Yeah. Okay. So how long do you take to prepare a program, like to perform on the stage? Because you have to find the artist to do that, right?
Yeah, this will take at least for a production like Krishna, we can pull it off in 3 months. But to typically 4 to 5 months That's what it takes. Yeah, yeah.
Could you tell us about your family? Are they here
Yeah,
with you? Or?
no, my wife could not make it because she's traveling and she's doing something else. My older daughter is a musician. She graduated with a degree in voice performance and now she's majoring in medieval music. And you heard her voice today. She was on tape on one of the compositions.
Oh, did she? I think I couldn't recognize because everybody looked the same.
No, she was not here. She was on tape actually. She was recorded for that Bharatanatyam piece was sung by her. And then I have another daughter, Suki, who is a visual artist. Yeah, she's into communication graphics and all that.
All right. So, what is your next dream project? Anything in your mind?
I want to do some recordings. We want to make some very good high quality recordings of the work that I've created so far so that everything gets documented. Also want to train other choir directors who can go and work with the smaller communities. And hopefully just imagine like the choir we had today, 40 people. If we can have something like that in 100 cities, it'll be...
Totally, yes, yeah. And how do you manage the expenses for these all programs?
Well, it is always, it's not easy at all. So we need to get support. It's a combination of tickets. It's a combination of some ads and sponsorships and things like that. It is not easy. So if there was a way to take care of it, I will be doing more.
Definitely. So we wish you all the best and all the very success for all your future endeavors. Thank you so much. We enjoyed. It was like a musical experience. Like we all. I was actually excited to watch it. I had goosebumps.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you.
So thank you so much. And nice. Yeah.